What's up, y'all? It's your boy, The Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing you that oh-so-amazing touch. And I want to welcome you back to another episode of the Get Ready For It podcast, Season 3. You guys, this episode, we got some heavy hitters in the game.
Yes, we do.
But before we get to that, I want to go ahead and introduce you to my co-host for today.
And y'all already know it's Savage XL, always providing that X and that L. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves.
Savage.
What's up?
Now remember, we have big hitters in the game. Let's act professional, sit up straight.
I will get myself together. I promise you, I'm going to be on my best behavior this episode.
Okay, go ahead and introduce our first guest.
I got you. So, if y'all already don't know.
They do.
Trust me, I know they do. She's a author. She's a writer, CEO coach, and so much more.
Okay.
Can we please have a wonderful, warm round of applause for Miss Cole herself?
Oh my God. Press the button.
There we go.
What an introduction. Okay. Hello, guys. Hello, podcast world. Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, you guys, she is the mother of one of our previous guests, Cedric Washington from Said Talk. I did a little research on her, and then when we brought him up, it was just so much that I feel as though we had to have her on the show. So thank you so much for stopping by and coming.
Thank you guys. I'm so excited.
And we also, we got the legend, the entertainer himself,
Give it to me.
the businessman,
Give it to me.
the guru, the fashion style, the money maker, my boy, backed by popular demand, Tyler the celebrity, my guy.
Here we are. Here. I'm excited. My faves are in the building. It's going to be great.
Yeah, because you told us, I think you made a statement that she was the first person to interview you.
Years ago. I can't really remember when. Seed Sowing Sister was my first interview, first of everything.
Look at God. You see how
I'm
it works
grateful.
out?
Yes.
I'm
yes.
grateful.
And
That's
now,
what
now
they
y'all
ain't
back
playing.
together.
Shout out to God.
That's
I'm
my
grateful.
baby.
Well, we want to start the interview with you. So let's start this way. Tell us about yourself.
Okay.
Who is
There's so
Miss
much.
Cole?
Go ahead.
It's really not that much, guys.
Oh, it's a lot.
It is.
Honestly, first and foremost, I'm a mother. If you ever want to check my work, check my children. I'm a mother. I was a teen mom. So my oldest son and I are only 16 and a half years apart. So being a teen mom, you caught a lot of flack for that, during a time where it was generally normal, especially where I'm from. I grew up in College Hill. So I was born and raised by a high school dropout. And I'm second oldest, which my son shared when he was here. Right. So fast forward, I knew it had to be something more out there. I was the one who was always pushing the buttons. I was the all-star cheerleader back when Parks and Recs had competitive cheer. That was my love. And then I pushed the envelope and went into dance. So dance and hip-hop, all self-trained. Self-education is basically the core and the root to who I am today.
There's a message in there. I hear you.
Yes, it truly, truly is. So in an environment in the housing projects where no one really escaped the four walls of poverty, I was the person who was always pressing, tapping, just trying to figure out what else is out there. And God put some amazing people in my path, from teachers to social workers. People just kept speaking life. They kept saying there's something more about you. There's something about you. And if you've ever worked with anyone or mentored anyone, when you speak life into people, you actually awaken something that's lying dormant. Yes. And these people were the shakers in my life, so you never know if you'll ever see the seed that you spoke in someone's life grow or progress, but just know that it was planted. And that's what they did for me.
Okay. And that's actually a phenomenal segue into talking about Seed Sowing Sisters.
Right.
So, give us a little bit about it. What is that about?
Okay, so Seed Sowing Sister, it was not a name that I chose. I just remember riding back home to New Tampa. I'm on I-4 and I hear sister sowing seeds. And I'm like, what is this, Lord? What are you talking about? So it all came together, Seed Sowing Sister. And I was like, okay. So Seed Sowing Sister, planting seeds of hope and inspiration and education and information. And I was like, so, okay. And it ties back into what people had done for me, to speak life and to plant seeds of life and hope and inspiration. So basically that gave birth to the woman that everyone sees.
Okay. And always trying to give back and always trying to uplift.
Always
trying to help out.
Always.
Okay. So, and this is just going to go a little bit off of the website of Seed Sowing Sisters. In case y'all want to go and check that out, it's www.seedsowing sisters.com. Now, one of your first statements, it was, I believe 2021 is a year of the millionaire. Why do you feel that way? And I do want to let you know that resonated with me. Just reading that, because I did go to the website. That resonated with me.
I believe I should have restated it as the year of the first generation millionaire.
Let me get a bomb on that.
That's the one.
I am second oldest of 7 children. So all we saw was poverty. When my mom left the hospital, it was poverty.
Right.
My first book, Divorce and Poverty, it talks about my experience with poverty, and I explain it as an arranged marriage.
Right.
So I believe there are so many of us who have been on the front lines just grinding, self-educating. I even went back to get my high school diploma, then graduated college in 2018. I had an agenda. So I was the first to graduate my children from high school and send my children to a university.
Wow.
I'm the first to attend a 4-year university. I'm the first to graduate a 4-year university, and I'll be the first millionaire.
Go ahead.
Say that.
So
Go ahead.
I want to drop another bomb real quick for you, Ms. Cole, because I'm gonna be real with you. There's not a lot of people who do pat themselves on the back for that. That's monumental.
Right.
That's huge. So I mean, just for myself, like I want to say, like, that's great. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, seriously.
You.
Like,
Thank
I mean,
you
that
so
actually
much.
It does motivate me. Just sitting here talking to you.
Right.
Now you're the CEO coach.
I am.
Okay.
I actually retired the name this year for 2021, and because I launched the 30-Day University, which is an accelerated entrepreneur program.
Okay.
So now I'm just professor.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, so
let's get the typing. Let's get the typing.
Exactly. Hold on. We having a title change, everybody. Hold on. But
you guys are the first.
Before we switch it over to Professor Cole, hold on.
I like
what makes the CEO coach? Like, why do you call yourself that? I want to.
Well, I use the acronyms for creating every opportunity, and that's how I lived my life.
Awesome.
I created every opportunity, not trying to eliminate my Lord and Savior, but at the same time saying that when you create, it starts with your mouth.
Yes.
It starts with your tongue. There's life and death in the power of your tongue.
Yes.
So everything that I created, I spoke it.
Absolutely.
You're such a professional.
Yeah, manifested.
She know what she like.
Manifested it.
She knows what she doing like this. It's like ain't even no hesitation.
Exactly.
Baby, it's the answer, right? Go ahead now.
You already know what you got going on. So now you did speak about the book Divorce and Poverty.
Yes.
You said it was like an arranged marriage.
Right.
And now can you go a little bit deeper about like what exactly did you explain within Divorce and Poverty and the arranged marriage?
Well, when I began to write the book, I remember sitting down and I was just like, how am I going to make the subject of poverty attractive? Because no one wants to talk about poverty. Even if you experienced it, people hide behind their now, whether it's their now success, their now titles, their now financial income brackets and goals and statuses. So people hide from poverty. I didn't want to hide from poverty. I wanted people to know that poverty has a face. So when you look at Angelica, you're seeing the face of one who confronted it, defeated it, and going to bring others out of it. So that was really important for me.
This boy gonna get wore out today. This boy gonna get wore out today.
So with Divorce and Poverty, I sat down and I was just like, how can I tell it? So I told it as a love story.
I love it.
It was like arranged marriage. We know in different cultures there are arranged marriages, especially in low-income families and different things for their families to progress. They arrange a marriage with someone, a family that's of a higher status. So that's how it was with me in poverty. So as soon as I hit age of responsibility, I belonged to poverty. It was expected for me to drop out of high school. It was expected for me to become a teen mom because poverty controlled the relationship.
Right.
Poverty controlled the dynamics. Poverty was very verbal, abusive. Spoke down to me. You'll never be nothing. Look where you are. You know, who's going to want you with 3 kids? You know, you're a girl from the hood. You won't ever make it. That's how poverty spoke to me. But then I was introduced on accident to hope. And I started cheating on poverty with hope. So hope opened my eyes to so much more, a world that I had never known.
Right.
Hope made me feel like I could do anything and I can become anybody. So hope never spoke down to me. Hope believed in me. It was just like, where you are is not your final destination. That I'm going to walk with you and I'm going to assist you. I'm going to help you. I'm going to support you. And then we ended up conceiving purpose. So it's a love story.
Go ahead and educate your kids out there. Go ahead. Just let her talk.
No, that's so deep. I mean, I'm just sitting over here just listening at this point. I mean, I want to hear more about the book. Listen, if y'all haven't already read the book,
I'm gonna donate it to you.
Go,
Not donate it, but gift it.
Go and read Divorce and Property, because I honestly, just the way you explained it just then, it brings a different light to the way of looking at property.
Yeah, you can find that book actually on her website as well.
It's on the web. Okay,
yes, it is.
Right.
Okay,
go to shop and there it is right there.
Okay, so I mean, I guess that explains where that ambition comes from, huh?
Oh yeah.
Like, and that's always been you.
Yes.
It's never changed.
Yes. I tell people all the time, I did a podcast a couple weeks ago, and I shared, I don't think quitting was ever a part of my DNA.
Right.
I don't think giving up, settling, all the things that cause people to remain stagnant and become complacent, it's not a part of my DNA. It's not the makeup of who I am. Once hope revealed who I truly was, helped me to not only see, but accept and develop my true identity, there was no going back.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's why I'll be a future first generation millionaire.
Well, I mean, that's gonna happen, no doubt.
Yeah.
That's absolutely not gonna happen. I mean, that's gonna happen. But I do have one more question, real quick.
Okay.
When did you know it was that moment? Like I know you said you had the people around you, you had everything. You've already had you have the strong mindset. When did you know it was that time to be like, you know what, I'm going to do this. You know, this is where I'm like. How did you get those new ideas? You know?
Okay. Well, let me start by saying I didn't have the support. I didn't have the physical support.
Okay.
I didn't have people that were in my corner. And now looking back, I no longer blame them for not being supportive, because when you've never seen it done before you question it.
Right.
You doubt it. And it's not necessarily that they were doubting me. They were doubting what they had never seen. So it took a level of maturity for me to identify that I wasn't being doubted by them.
Right.
That what they were doubting was what they could not see. And I was standing right there before them, but I still existed in the 4 corners in which they resided.
Gotcha.
So what I had to do was pack up. I had to pack up. I can't sit on the porch with you. I can't be on Section 8 with you. I can't depend on a system. I can't change the world when I'm dependent on a world. So I had to get up out the world.
Everything she says should be on like a shirt.
Yeah, it should. Like, I mean, you. Oh man, it's so deep. Okay, so, so we're gonna go over to your Facebook real quick.
Ooh.
Excuse me. So these are a couple things that you've placed on Facebook. So I'm just gonna read a couple of them out.
So yeah, these are things that we have went on your Facebook and pulled maybe quotes that you have stated in the past or recently, and we just want to get where your mindset was at when you were releasing this information. What do you?
Ooh, I post so much. Okay,
there was a lot of material to work with.
So we'll go over a few of them here. So the first one is, listen, this year I won't push you. Those that want it, let's get it.
Right. People get comfortable and they become complacent. I will be a future millionaire. So when you had access to me at a lower level, you should have taken advantage of it. It'll cost you. As I climb.
That's the sound of the price going up.
Would you say they should catch a nine? Because when I'm over here, it ain't gonna be the same thing.
No, it won't be the same. You'll have to wait for God to send someone else.
Gotcha, Tyler. That's what you saying, right?
I'm so grateful.
Okay, and now the next one. Repeat. My best days are ahead of me, not behind me.
Go ahead now.
Absolutely. We all have been through, we will all go through, and as long as you keep living, you're going to experience some things that does not feel good. It's going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to at times hurt you, push you, challenge you in the most uncomfortable ways. But what you have to understand is that as long as you have a goal, you have a mission, you have something that it is that you're working towards to attain and to accomplish, that's your better, not the latter. That's your better. That's what pushes me every single day. I'm celebrating on tomorrow 2 years of being diagnosed with blood cancer. 2019, I'm on chemo. My whole life changed.
Right.
I'm just like the word CANCER. Who wants that?
Exactly.
You know, and I'm like, Lord, I'm too young. I have so much to do, you know, but at the same time, I broke down. I went through the 5 stages of grieving and I became very angry because I'm just like, look at all the work I've done. I thought it was about what I had done, but it wasn't until today while I was celebrating my life with my Facebook audience. Sometimes God uses you because he knows that you're strong enough to go through it, and you become the social proof that other people need that he is real and he exists.
Give me a minute. There's a message in that too.
Yeah.
I just felt that testimony right there.
Yeah, seriously.
I said, just let her talk. You heard me?
I want to let her talk. I mean, but
she already know what she's doing.
I like structure though.
man, you see, because I want to hear more what you have to say. But
I like structure.
All right, so one of the next ones that you posted on your Facebook, nothing grows in the comfort zone. It's time to move.
Absolutely. A lot of times we want to stay where we are because I don't want to leave Tyler. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave you. But listen, if they not moving,
stagnant, yeah.
If they not choosing to move, nothing grows without movement, not even your hair. You have to get your hair treated, washed, conditioned, oil treatments. You got to get it retwisted. Your hair will remain stagnant if you don't move, you know? So in this season, I'm telling everybody, listen, you have to move. Even during a pandemic, I shared with people, it's not time to panic. It's time to adjust and pivot and shift. So choose which one or do all three. Because in Japan, there's absolutely no definition for crisis. Their definition for crisis is opportunity.
That's true.
All I saw was opportunity. So I sat during the pandemic, finishing chemo, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. So what am I going to do to support myself, Lord? Everything is gone. I had to sell everything of value, even my car. He said, start writing. I put out on my Facebook ad and I was like, hey guys, I'll be doing some ghostwriting during the pandemic. And when I tell you, I was writing for 8 to 10 authors at a time. It just started flowing. I was a high school dropout. I was a teen mom, born and raised in the housing projects. Why am I now a writer? Why do I own a university? Because the world don't dictate what Angelica can do.
Right.
I don't need a master's degree to teach at a universal level. I'll build my university. I'll become the professor and the dean. And that's what I did.
Y'all listen to Professor Cole talk right now.
I'm sitting here rocking back and forth like, yes, Lord, go ahead.
She dropping straight knowledge bombs on y'all. It ain't enough buttons in here for me to keep digging. Moving on to number 4. Now, rule number 1 of 2021, do what makes you happy.
Yes.
How important is happiness to you? Just to ask you that.
How important is peace?
Go ahead. Correct me. No, come on. Correct me.
How important is peace? That is far more important than anything, because once you discover, dwell, operate, and rest in your peace,
nothing can disturb you.
Nothing. You are happy. You are happy.
She answered that question.
Listen. I just know because I want to say this real quick before you finish asking the questions.
Go ahead.
I remember when she had a radio station, right? And I used to listen to her radio station.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you had yeah. And she inspired me to do this because of that radio station. No, not at all.
I can see.
So
I can see
so
why.
it's when she speaks, it's touching me so thoroughly because this is a woman who I would listen to and hear her energy and her spirit and the way she command, and she was able to operate and always bring it back. Beautiful. And thank you so much.
Oh my God, you just blew me away right now because the pandemic is what caused, after 5 years, for me to step away.
Right.
I was considered high risk and coming off of chemo.
Right.
So just to sit here and to know that you were inspired by the show, and I don't know, your show derived from mine.
Right.
That's insane.
Right.
I'm humble.
You never know the people you reach out there, because at this time, like I didn't know her personally or anything like that, but I tuned in because she just has so much wisdom, and she was just the reason how I got some of my talents from how I'm able to direct and speak fluently is because of her. Because hearing the words she said and how she was able to just command, and I got that from you. So thank you.
I'm about to cry. Don't
No,
do that.
I've been holding back tears this entire time.
I'm about to turn into Tyler, because everything that I do, I just posted today that, I woke up and I was emotional and I was sad because just to celebrate something or to remember an anniversary of something that was so painful, I had to be responsible to shift how the enemy allowed me to present it to me. So I took what could have been sadness and turned it into a celebration. So today I celebrate my life. I celebrate my healing, even though they say there's no cure and that I will have to struggle to manage it. There are good days and there are bad days, but my life, I want to be remembered. This is about legacy for me. We can't take the money. We can't take the accolades. We can't take any of that with us, and then we witnessed today, not today, but this week, Cicely Tyson, and an inspirational, iconic human being that was reintroduced to younger generations through Tyler Perry in the movie The Hope, her last body of work. But 96 years old, what I have done in 20 years to some people seem exhausting, from writing curriculum, working in the jail systems. It's all about changing the world that I live in the world that others perceive that they live in. So if they can come out and become the #1 podcast in all of Central Florida and beyond, that is a game changer for me. That's what it's about. So that's why I'm emotional.
It's such a pleasure. You are due every single reward or accolade she can ever get.
I can
because
say
she has definitely changed a lot, and she has changed my life. And I want to thank you once again for that.
You are seriously about to make me freaking.
Well, hopefully the tears of joy.
Yeah, they are. Like, they truly are.
Just sitting here, like, really listening to you, I can honestly say, like, I didn't know about, him listening to the podcast or to your podcast.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I didn't know because, again, like, at the time, when we was getting all this together, he didn't let me know of any information like that. But the fact that you inspired him, and then just sitting here talking to you, asking these questions, listen how you convey them, listen how the energy, your vibes. I can honestly say I can see what he's getting. You're literally motivating me without even knowing it.
I'm her people. She doesn't even know it yet.
You what?
I'm her people.
Oh.
people. Yeah.
I mean, it like, seriously, the energy that you're putting off, and that's where I think that you can literally feel it. It's palpable. Being around you, and I just have to.
Oh, wow.
I just have to say that, like, you are a strong woman.
Right. If I can even measure the way that she's able to just handle.
Yeah. Even me asking the questions here, like, you're everything that you're saying is completely. It has confidence behind it. There's nothing that I've asked that you waver. Like, you are so steadfast in what you're saying. So
that's the most confident area of my entire existence.
And I mean, it's beautiful. Not like, seriously. That's why I say you're a strong woman, not just physically, but mentally as well. So I mean, I I applaud everything that you're doing, like everything.
Thank you so much.
How you're reaching Tyler, how you're reaching King, like how you just touched me. So,
Wow.
I mean, so I really want to say, you know, keep it up. No, like seriously, you're welcome.
I don't know. I fasted today because Cedric came from Atlanta and for the Super Bowl week, and he's just like, he fell asleep. So
shout out Said Talk.
Yes, Said Talk, my baby. Yes. Finally following his purpose. But that's a whole nother story. But he was just like, you need to eat something. I was like, no. I was just like, I need to fast today because I needed it to be on a different level. And I didn't understand why, but now I understand why. Sometimes food can block the flow.
Yes.
And I didn't want the food to interfere with the interview. And I didn't understand why. But this was a special interview that I was instructed to fast for. So now I understand why.
Listen, we feeling all the vibes, all the energy. So I mean, please, I'm glad you didn't eat. Not in the fun, but I'm glad because I'm saying we feeling it all. Before we get ready to wrap up, I just want to ask you a quick one question here. So let's talk about some of the services that you do offer to your clients. I know you spoke about ghostwriting, the 30-day university, and I know you said you're going to be retiring the CEO coaching.
Yes.
Okay. So I mean, out of all of those, which one do you like the best? I mean, I know you like all of them, but I mean, which one do you find yourself more geared towards?
Okay, I'll tell you this, is that a lot of people sit on their talents and their dreams and their gifts. And I tell God to give them to me if they don't want them.
That's real.
I love all of them. Every time, because again, self-education plays a huge role. A traditional educational program like college, a tech school, whatever, those things are awesome. But nothing compares to when you want something, you desire something, and you go out to search for meaning and understanding for yourself. There's a different level of learning, and there's a different experience in that level of learning that does not transform in traditional educational institutes.
Right.
So when I talk about self-educating, I'm just like, I want to become a writer. I've always wanted to be a writer, actually. Even as a kid, I still have my journals. I always wanted to be a writer, but there were guidance counselors who looked at your address and your zip code who said, oh, no, we're not going to be bothered with that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they already killed they tried to kill my destiny. But when you show up to your destiny in the right identity, nothing can stop you. I don't have a fake ID when it comes to my destiny. I am that I am, and I am that I say that I am. So I will produce. I show up as Seed Sowing Sister. Yes, I'm a plant seeds. I show up as the CEO coach. I show up as the professor. I show up as the dean. And my titles, people get caught up in titles, but God is the God of promotion. It does not come from man.
Right.
So everything that you go in search of, God is sitting there watching you. And when you hit that thing and you overcome that obstacle, there's a promotion there. And then there's another promotion. So you may see me doing CEO coaching. You may see me, I launched Beautiful Books Publishing on October 2nd. So now I have a publishing company. I launched the 30-day university. And now I'm launching the 30-day university master's program and the doctorate program.
Wow.
So who's to tell me? I show up with my ID. This is my identity, that anything and that God could do exceedingly abundantly above all that you could ask or think. And that's it, period.
So basically she's saying writer, author, CEO, coach, everything. Basically, she's just Angelica Cole. That's what she's trying to tell everybody.
That's it.
Miss Cole, I honestly have to say this has been the most motivational interview that I've ever done. And I'm not saying that because you're sitting next to me or because we're recording this, that I can honestly say that from like the deepest depths of my heart. Like, this has been absolutely phenomenal.
I knew I couldn't show up when God asked me to fast. I knew the anointing had to show up, not just Angelica. So the anointing showed up and allowed me
and showed
to
out.
do what
She
I
sure
do.
did. Miss Cole, please let our listeners know where they can find you at and how they can get your book, all of that.
Hey guys, you can catch me on Facebook every day, all day, dropping inspiration. My name Angelica Cole, nickname on Facebook, Cecil and Sister. I am on Instagram, so you can find me at Cecil and Sister on Instagram. SSS Angelica on Twitter. That's where me and Tyler hang out a lot. And then CecilAndSister.com and now the 30dayuniversity.com.
Oh, make sure y'all go check all those out.
Ms. Cole,
Guys, you guys
thank
did
you so
me.
much.
Like, this thing is so, like, I don't know.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Like,
But I love it though. But I love it. Like you definitely brought.
Gave you a little chills,
Yeah.
didn't it?
What? That's
I'll
what I
think
was
about
saying
it.
early. Like
I know,
man,
right?
when she was talking, you know how when somebody hits those high notes, you know when they singing, when you were just talking, I felt it like just crawling over my
Right.
skin, like feeling those chills.
It's just crazy to me. I
felt
was
it,
able to like
yeah.
interview your son, and now I'm sitting here interviewing you, and it's definitely amazing. And thank you for agreeing to sit down with us.
oh no, thank you. The honor was all mine. The pleasure was all mine. And anytime I get to sit again with young people who are paving the way for other young people in a generation, for other generations that I may not even be around to see later, and just to know that I sat in the midst of greatness.
That
Thank you.
legacy. That legacy.
Okay, I gotta go. Okay. Once again, my boy, the man, the planner, the all-around extraordinaire, my boy Tyler, the celebrity,
Mr. Show Out himself.
all day, every day, fashion to head to toe, Louis Vuitton head to toe. What's up, my guy?
The Don.
It's time to have this conversation with you. You know, you've been here before, so you already know how we go. I'm going to just jump into one thing. It's basically one of the favorite segments that we like to do here. We kind of did it with Miss Cole already, but it's the things that you have said on Facebook. And we're just going to get your opinion on what your mindset was when that actually occurred.
Okay.
One of the first things you said is, there's nothing a good gospel session can't cure.
No.
Want to do it?
We just had a gospel session. Little do you guys know. I got to bring it back before I go forward. This is so authentic. I held back tears. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. When you see someone grow, it's beautiful. We had a conversation, like I said before. Miss Cole interviewed me for my first interview, and I cried because I'm so grateful to. Hold on. Give me a second.
Take your time.
I'm so grateful to be in rooms where no one's of my age, no one's of my mindset, no one's of my realm, but every room I've stepped in, I've been the smallest fish in the room. When I came to her, broken, crying, just all over the place, she molded me into someone that today can sit here and hold back tears and say thank you. That's all. 'Cause I'll get to it. It'll get weird.
I love you. I believe in you.
Okay, so back to let's
This
just
is amazing.
all right.
This is amazing.
Here we are.
Okay. Okay, I want to ask you another one you said. I'm going to go down a little bit. Sometimes being humble makes people think they can play with you. Not on my watch. Where did that come from?
Not on this $1,000 watch.
He telling y'all, don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Let me tell you, you can't play with me because I won't allow you to. I won't allow anyone to tell me who I am, to tell me where I've been, to tell me what I can do. You can't box me in. You can't glass ceiling me. In a world where glass ceilings exist, I'm shattering them. Day by day, step by step, prayer by prayer, book by book, post by post. You can't tell me who I am.
They speaking in here today, ain't they, Savage?
Listen, I wish I had a button that said preach or like something like I can't hit enough buttons, but I don't want to drown out what they saying, so I'm just letting them talk because I'm getting it all today.
Okay. Next one. If you don't try, you will never know. What I do know is this: I will always bet on me, the pop-up.
The pop-up is something that's coming this year.
Okay.
I think 2021 is the year of the first generation of so many things. It's wild because in my mind, it's racing the ideas, the vision, the people, the collaboration, it's crazy, but I forgot what you said.
What was it again?
Yes. Please.
If you don't try, you will never know.
Okay, stop. I got you.
Okay.
In a world where anything is possible, people are scared of failure. I've never been scared to fail. I failed. I've succeeded. I've lost money. I've gained money. I've lost friends. I've lost a lot of things. But one thing I'll always do is bet on me because I know when the alarm goes off at 6 a.m. every morning, I'm up putting my best foot forward no matter what's happened the day before. The pop-up.
Snaps, snaps, claps, claps. Okay. Now, the next one you said, pay close attention to what people say to you when they're angry. Those are true emotions.
Yes. I'm very emotional, as you guys can see. The wind can blow wrong and I'm crying. But I think people have to understand that reason, season, lifetime. When people are, you will never project your fears onto me. You can never tell me who I am because the things you're saying, you're only saying what you're scared of. You see what you see, but you can't see me. You don't see what's in my head. Trust what people tell you. Trust their energy, trust their vibes. And if the vibe isn't right, then you got to jump ship. You got to pop out. You got to, energy is everything. People, I've learned that God will direct the right people to you when you need them the most.
That is true. That is true.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to ask you this last one. I don't want to make you even more emotional, but this one, it grabbed my attention the most. And I was like, well, let's speak about that. Because I do believe that there's always somebody, like, like when Cedric was on the podcast, he spoke about how much his mother influenced him and helped him to get to where he's at right now. And there's something you said about your grandma. You said you ever needed an old, good, nasty grandma's prayer. Me currently, but I'm missing my ingredient. Let's talk about your grandma a little bit because I know that she probably had a big part of making you who you are today.
Okay. Give me a sec.
Yes,
I got to get it. My makeup's running. Jesus Christ. All right.
It's okay.
I live in a world and I live by your grandmother's prayers are still covering you.
Yeah.
At such an early age, my grandmother instilled in me I can do and be anything in this world. I think, all right, hold on, give me a second. All right, give me a second. I think when she passed, like a part of me died, but a part of me was born at the same time. I am big on family. I'm big on prayer. I'm big on structure. When all of that came crashing down, I just didn't have an outlet, so you have to think back at the things people say to you, the things that people make you feel. And my grandma was the pivot of my life. So here we are. It's a feeling at night that holds you. It's your favorite song when you're in the shower. It's a rock and a rhythm when you're moving. It's a prayer that the love from your grandparents no one can ever match. So me being me, I had to find that elsewhere. And I think every person in my life plays an important role in what I'm searching for. There we go.
And I think your grandmother did a great job.
Oh, I think she did as well.
Indeed, she did.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You're in a, like you were saying, people mask where they're from, and so many. I've done that for so long, but a lot of people don't know. Like, I grew up in Sulphur Springs, 8405 North Alaska Street. We stayed in a 2-bedroom apartment. It's 7 of us. It's me, my cousins, my sister, my grandma, my mom. I had to embrace that this year because no matter what it is, that the road still grows from the concrete.
Yep.
There's power in the storm. When things happen and things shift, you can't make me doubt that we're on the right track. Everything happens for a reason. Just as this interview, I'm so grateful. My heart is full to be here because everything comes full circle.
It does.
Doesn't it?
It does.
Doesn't it really?
It
It really does. Tyler, I want to ask you some more questions. Now,
Go.
I think the last time you've been on this podcast was like around 10 months ago.
It was that long?
Yes, it was that long ago. It's been 10 months ago. My question to you is that I know when you had originally came, I believe you had just started the transitioning of moving your hall location to the net park, correct? Mm-hmm. And you were moving from the 1,200 square feet to a 5,000 square feet.
He said it was going to be bigger. He said it was going to be better.
And now we're 10 months later, and I want to know just how big it's gotten.
It's phenomenal.
Gorgeous. This is a gorgeous location.
I can never take credit for the hall at Net Park. The hall at Seminole Heights, that was built long before I came. Mm-hmm. But like I said, people come into your life for reasons. The hall at Net Park was originated by Cedric McDonald. He's an exotic shoe designer, snake bottoms. He's a multimillionaire. He's a mogul. He's everything. And at that moment, we saw each other. We saw the vision. We saw what we saw, and then we grew. We now offer in-house decorating. Chris, his name's Chris. He is a phenomenal decorator stepping into his purpose. Cedric does the logistics, and I'm just the man with the plan. And here we are. We're the trilogy.
Well, congratulations on all the success
Congrats.
with that, because that's, like, once again, you're very still very young man. You have a lot of life to give, God willing, and you've just been making some moves that I'm very proud of you.
Keep putting in that work.
Yes, and he's actually helped a lot. Like a lot of people that have been on this podcast, I've every time I look for a guest, I would go to his page, and I'm like, okay, Trey. Trey the chef is one of his good friends, and he was on the podcast as well, and I got him from his page as well. Okay. So you have just a lot of love around you, a lot of support. You have some great talent.
I'm so grateful
on his platform.
I'm so grateful. I believe in abundance. I believe in numbers. I believe in teamwork. Rome wasn't built in a day nor by one person. Everyone has something they can give you, whether it be tears, whether it be happiness, whether it be structure. I think in Traquan, like, we've been friends since high school, and he's growing into something we only dreamt of. And I'm so grateful to be in his presence, because as well as I've had an impact on him, he's had the impact of me. Trey's my stylist. Trey's my confidant. Trey's my chef. He's everything. So I'm grateful. I'm so grateful.
Well, man, I can say as well, you being part of the younger generation, because, time continues to go on. Right. I think it's left in great hands, because everything that you're doing, man, you're making huge moves. Like I spoke to you before we started recording, the business ventures, things like that. Those are the things that I think a lot of people are missing out on how to, as Ms. Cole said, be themselves.
Yes.
You have no fear in what you're doing. So, like I said, man, you continue to keep growing, keep putting on the pop-up. Make sure you stay showing out. You continue doing that, man. Like, you're doing a lot. You're doing
I'm
it big.
So grateful. I'm so grateful.
I'm proud of you.
I'm so grateful. I always remember, like, there was a point in time when I wasn't this guy. There was a point in time I was insecure. I was depressed. I was on my floor crying, but pivot was my word. And I pulled myself from that. I think people see the now, but they don't see the before. To piggyback off of what you said, I mean, yes, you see the glitz and glam, but you never see the hard work.
Yeah, nobody ever does.
You never see the hell we had to pull ourselves through, or the dirt under our fingernails, the closed doors. So I want people to look at me in authenticity and know God is real. Yeah. I want them to know that you can do anything you put your mind to. Mm-hmm. No one can tell me who Tyler the Celebrity is, because I won't allow you to. Mm-hmm. If you begin to speak on me, I'm going to need you to run me my accolades. Because I've done. I was here. Shout out to Beyonce, but that's not the purpose. I believe that we're all put here to be. That's it. We're put here to be. And whoever you are in whatever realm you're in, you have to dominate that realm.
Yes.
The whole stepping on toes things, I'm never stepping on your toes. I'm never in your lane, because whatever lane I'm in,
that's your lane.
It's my lane right now.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at what you're doing. I think in today's mind, we get so caught up on the Instagram likes, the views, the how much money can you spread on your arm. But I can tell you, 2019, I walked away from a job making $70,000. In 2021, I have triple that. In this very day, you can't tell me what I can't do. You can't tell me that I am not going to be the person I set out to be. when I speak my dreams, I know my friends are so tired of me, and I'm so grateful for them because they hold me together. But the person I dream of is so realistic. I'm not just talking about my things like you see me doing them.
Right.
Everything I've said I've wanted to do, I've done. I want to be proof that everything is real, that you can attain. My friends, I got to run them down. I got to run my friends down. I know it feels like a shout-out thing, but it is what it is. My aunt, 5-Star Promotions, Pocahontas Joanne Williams, has introduced me to so many things. That is my baby. She's given me this light that no one can dim. Aisha Ayana, she's the biggest esthetician growing in South Florida. Cedric McDonald, the Hall at Net Park, my family, my moms, my friends, Trey, Courtney, Deja, Naja. Oh, I don't want to miss anybody. Naya, Nate, Jayla. Everybody builds upon you, and I have so many people dependent on me. So it gets heavy, but then you got to think, who saved Superman at night? Mm. My mind's racing. What else can I do to help somebody else? How can I be an impact? How can I make you see that there's power in your tongue? I still have my journals from 2017 that the pages are wrinkled because of my tears, and now we're singing a different song. On the same day, 2 years later, my friend Deja is coordinating my events. I can't do it anymore because I'm so busy. That's my baby. My friend Courtney, my little brother Myrick, Khalees, they're doing, they're being. And I think now that I'm growing at a rapid rate, thank you, Jesus, that we got to understand that you need help. Hire help when needed. Yes. Understand that you may feel as though I'm not self-made, baby, I'm God-made. I didn't do this by myself. I didn't get here without the love, the prayers from my grandma, the prayers from people just loving me and seeing me and not even knowing me.
Right.
But you see where I'm going. I live by a Bible verse, Jeremiah 29:11, for the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and give you a better future. I hold on to that so tightly because you have to understand that even though I may be this vibrant, stylish person on Instagram, sometimes that Superman gets weak, and I need people like Seed Sowing Sister. I need people like my auntie Joanne, 5-Star Promotions, my friends, everybody. I need them because my well runs dry too. So
it's funny he says that because he'll send me a inbox or a message and he'll say, hey, it's about that time. And then I don't hear from him for like 3 months or so. Right. And I understand because that's how he is. He's busy. Mm-hmm. And that could have been a moment of weakness or just a moment that I know I need to pray for him. Mm-hmm. And then we go about our lives, so I know him that well. And then when he does follow up, he'll set a date and then he'll say, okay, I have a question. I'm feeling a little stuck here. And because of who you are, I sow into you. Never said a consultation fee because I know and I see greatness. I see it. I see it on you. I see it in what you do. So I sow it to you.
Right.
So I sit here in awe because imagine a world full of purpose-driven young people focused on what could be.
You've seen the growth.
Yeah.
You've seen the growth.
I've seen it. I mean, and people get caught up and think, hey, I haven't talked to him in a while. I want him to, acknowledge. No, honey, this ain't about that kind of thing. Listen, let people do what they do. And a lot of people don't allow people to do what they do without involving them.
Very true.
So I'm thankful that I could sit way over here in the nosebleed seats and you know that I'm cheering for you.
Yes, that makes a big difference. I think the biggest point of my life was graduating college because I am a first generation.
2020.
I think I've dropped out of school twice. It's like, I know school wasn't for me, but I know I had to have that background because these people are looking up to me. You have to make it real. My idols are tangible. My idols are people around me. So I know, I don't want to be the smallest fish forever. I'm trying to be the big fish. I'm trying to be everything, but I know I needed some structure. I know I needed a background. So here we are, 2020 USF graduate. I mean, cum laude. Anything is possible.
We're going to drop another one for it.
So proud of you.
I came from getting C's and D's to A's and B's to graduating to high school and then to going to college. And it was an experience. That moment when they mailed me my diploma, well, after my parking tickets, mailed me my degree with my name on it.
I was going to say change that to degree.
Yeah, mailed me my degree with my name on it. I felt like give me my flowers while I'm here. I have made this and turned something so small into this conglomerate that's not even the plans I have for you. It's going to be crazy. Like that resonates in my mind all the time because God is taking me to a level that is almost scary. When I'm getting phone calls from people not even nowhere in the country, nowhere in the States, like, I see you, I believe in you, but I don't know who you are. What do you do? Like, and then we meet and we collab and we start building actual buildings. The glass ceiling, magazine covers. Tyler for Armani exchange is 2021. That's major.
Major.
And that was shot this morning. Oh,
Let me.
I wish you guys can understand my gratefulness, my humbleness, because there was a point in time where this guy was only a dream. I've made Tyler the Celebrity be a staple. You can't say Tyler without saying my full name because people won't know, but once you do, I'm 19 jumping out with a name, Tyler the Celebrity, people looking at me like, who are you? Who do you think you are? The audacity you to even ask me that, because who are you?
Right.
Don't ask me who I am. Ask yourself who you are. And then once you figure that out, then I'll tell you who I am. I think we have to, get to your questions, never mind.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I want to ask you before we wrap up, what's next for Tyler the Celebrity? What is next? You have accomplished so much in such a very short time. What's next for you? Won't he do it?
Shout out to God. What's next?
Yes, what's next?
What's next? So before, I was always afraid to tell people my dreams and tell people what I'm working on because, they say the devil hears you too, but nobody understands the God I serve. I can tell you whatever it is because it's already done.
There you go.
What's next is Tyler is building a school for underprivileged children, a school for people like me. I'm building real estate for people that can't get homes and can't get apartments. I'm jumping into real estate. I am the real estate mogul. I am Tyler, the doer. I'm building a school. I am preschool president, the real estate mogul. I am going into the influencer of the year. I'm having major contracts this year from things that people were like, you can't do that. We look at, I'm trying to be politically correct. We look at things and we see that's what other people do. If we can just be transparent, but we were the creators. To be transparent, people say, oh my God, they go up for black people are now appreciated, blah, 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 blah. But understand, we were the creators of everything. We were here first. So nothing excites me more than seeing me in the mirror and seeing that little boy so scared. And then seeing this lion, this person, you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me who I am. You can't make me believe I can't achieve the contracts of my life. I don't even know half of real estate, but here I am building a preschool. I don't know half of commercial property. Here I am managing a business that's growing crazy, the Hall at Net Park. Here I am being on the cover of a major brand because we were told that's what they do. We were told to swallow our dreams because you have to be in the STEM program. Tyler, you can't be an actor. Tyler, you can't be on TV. Social media won't get you nowhere. You won't get paid off social media. But it's taken me to a place that I can truly say I've worked for this.
And you have.
No one gave me anything. People have led me to places, but it was internally me to walk through that door. That's why I'm so grateful for all the people in my life, whether it's Aisha, whether it's Angelica, whether it's A28, Marlon, Self-Made, Slick World. Oh my God, the list is so big, but I'm grateful because here we are today. I can truly sit here and say that it's just beginning. I am turning into someone that nobody has ever imagined, and I'm grateful. And I'm eager, but I'm nervous because why am I in a room filled with millionaires? How did I get here? I'm looking around like I'm scared, but these are the people saying you have to earn your seat. You can't just sit at this table because we're chopping it up, figuring out our plans. We've been there, done that. Bring something to the table. God says he'll prepare a table in front of my enemies, so any tongue that comes up against you shall be condemned. You have the power to do anything you set your mind to. When you work hard, day in, day out, when it gets rough, when there are times you want to give up, you have to remember and replay and see yourself. Show up as yourself every day, no matter if you're tired, no matter if you're crying, you're upset, somebody has made you mad. Keep your energy. I give myself 24 hours and that's it to think about anything, and then I'm on to the next thing. I got to leave here today with saying that the impossible is possible. Trust, believe, pray, work, and watch how things turn out for you. Period.
Love it.
Message. I want to say this, go ahead. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. This has been an amazing episode of the Get Ready For It podcast. And like I stated, audience, one of the biggest reasons why the Get Ready For It podcast is here is because of these two beautiful people, especially Miss Cole and, of course, Tyler, the celebrity support that he's given me throughout these seasons here. It could not be this without them. Thank you guys so much. Once again, it's your boy, The Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing it also amazing touch. Please make sure you follow me at AmazingIam_. Make sure you go ahead and follow the podcast page at Ready4_1. SavageXL, please send them out.
And on my IG, y'all can follow me at Keys_SavageXL. Stay tuned and be ready for the Elevated Mentality brand. You can follow that at the social media as well on IG at Elevated Mentality brand. And of course, if you want to get your juices flowing, I have my Savagely Mixed drinks as well on IG. So that's savagely.mixed. And
I like that.
And giving it over to Miss Cole here. Where they can go and follow you at,
Oh, yeah, guys, go to Facebook. Don't forget Angelica Cole, nickname Seed Sowing Sister. You can find me there and seedsowingsister.com. And more importantly, the 30-day university. Change your life. It's time to move to the next level.
Oh, there we go. We leveling up. And we ain't forget about Tyler. Tyler the celebrity.
Of course.
Go ahead, man. Where they can follow you at?
Yeah, Tyler the celebrity, period. Find me, follow me, Google, Instagram, Facebook, Tyler Mills. Twitter, Tyler Devon. That's where you see my thoughts. You see me. It's a ride, and just buckle up.
Hey, my man said put respect on his name.
For real.
And as you already know, stay ready so you don't got to get ready. Peace.